mean, this is still a significantly active investigation. At around 12:24 p.m. today, officers saw an individual running through the traffic. At some point during that process, they engaged the male. During that engagement, the individual was willing to be a voluntary commitment, a 201, which we described because he apparently was having some kind of mental health issue. The officers, part of a 201 commitment is the individual, as indicated, is voluntarily going to a mental health for services. The officers called for a wagon, 1501 wagon. They put that male in the back of the wagon. That person is not handcuffed, as indicated he's being voluntarily going. When he arrived at Friends Hospital on the boulevard, the male exited the back of the vehicle. The officers are engaging him and direct him where he can go in to start that voluntary process. At some point during that, the individual turned and attacked the officer. A significant battle is underway and fighting amongst the officers. At some point, the officers are down on the ground. They're trying to retain the individual's trying to take one of the officers' weapons. They are fighting. At some point during that, the officers tased this individual and were not successful. At some point during this altercation, the individual was able to get the officer's weapon. Shortly thereafter, there's an exchange of gunfire between the individual who now has the police officer's weapon and his partner. That individual, my officer, was then struck in his bulletproof vest, as the mayor indicated. We're very fortunate, about an inch below at the base of his vest, where he was struck and the bullet was repelled. The other officer was not struck. His partner was not struck. There was an exchange of gunfire, as I indicated. The individual was shot multiple times. He was transported to Einstein Hospital, where he was pronounced. Both officers were brought here to Temple. Both officers have been treated and will be released. And we're fortunate today, as the mayor indicated. As I've shared with you multiple times, that I've been here multiple times with all of you. This is a challenging job. So I continue to be proud of the men and women who continue to serve and give their life for this work. This is an innocent situation where the officers are just moving an individual who wants to get treatment. Unfortunately, it turns into a very tragic situation. But we are very fortunate, extremely fortunate, that the officers were able to survive this encounter. We will probably have more as we continue to investigate this matter. So I will stop there and see if you have any questions.
Commissioner, you say the other